Hi, this is Zdenka. Before you use Insta360 Flow 2 Pro with Insta360 app, watch this. In this tutorial, I've got 20 plus tips and tricks, hidden features, pro settings, and clever tricks that will help dramatically improve your mobile filmmaking and photography. This video is brought to you by Insta360. Filming a video with cinematic framing and colors can be achieved very easily. Go to widescreen mode and then choose one of the film style filters. Before you hit the record button, make sure to select the right exposure and lock it. Now we are ready to hit the record button. No color grading needed, no time wasted. The zoom wheel allows you to zoom in and out. In case you didn't know, you can change the zoom and even switch to manual focus. Tap on the gimbal icon, scroll down to zoom speed, where you can change from fast, medium, slow, and linear. Slow is great for cinematic shots. And now, just turn and hold the zoom wheel. There is one more thing you can do in this mode. You can quickly change between cameras by quickly turning and letting go of the zoom wheel. If you want to control focus manually with the wheel, change the zoom wheel mode to manual focus and select the speed you prefer. Do you use scripts for your videos? A teleprompter can drastically help speed up your production. So let me show you how to use it. It is very powerful, especially if you pair it with a phone like iPhone 17 Pro or Pro Max. Let's tap on teleprompter. Let's drag it to this position and make it as big as possible. Now we have to prepare the script. Let's call this video number 1. Now you can type in the script, or if you press and hold, you will pull out writing tools and autofill. Autofill lets you scan the text. Simply point over the text, select what you want to add, and hit insert. Then you can select your text, hit writing tools, and let the AI proofread or even rewrite the text in a friendly, professional, or concise tone. Once you hit confirm, your text will be ready to read. What if you don't want to record now, but you want to prepare another script? Let's go back to the edit, tap on the screen so you see the history icon. Tap on that, and that will take you to teleprompter book. Now you can prepare another script by tapping the plus icon. Let's continue with our first script. You can make the text smaller or bigger. When you slide the finger on the top of the wheel, you can scroll down or up the text. Once you are ready to record, enable automatic scrolling and select scrolling time per row. All that's left to do is hit record. Did you know that dual view mode is not just a picture-in-picture for filming yourself and what's ahead? There is a lot more you can do. Let's start with the basic picture-in-picture. You can move selfie video anywhere on the screen. This is horizontal video and this is vertical video. You can also split the screen in half. In horizontal video, it will be side by side. In vertical video, you will get one video at the top and second at the bottom. Let's go back to picture-in-picture. While you're filming, you can select any zoom with the rear camera. When you have ultra-wide camera selected, you can select any zoom. When you have one-time main camera selected, you can do any zoom above, and when you select 4x telephoto, you can also select 8x zoom. This icon lets you switch between front and rear camera view. And you can do the same thing if you just tap on the small video. This icon lets you film with 2 rear cameras at the same time. 1x main camera and 4x or 8x telephoto. You can record the video the way you see it on the screen as a single file, or you can go to settings and under file management, you can enable save dual view mode files to save the videos separately. One thing you need to know is that those videos will be saved in 1080p for smooth result. And if you want to enable tracking in this mode, you certainly can. Just slide across the face. Let's switch to photography for a change. We are all familiar with the typical 3x3, 180, and 240 degrees panoramas. There is one more type of panorama that this gimbal can do, and that is 360 panorama, as you would expect from Insta360. Let's cover phone placement first. If you are good with just HD resolution, you would just leave the phone as is in your phone clamp. The panorama will be taken with ultra-wide camera, and you should keep the subject 2 meters away for the best results. It is best to enable timer so you have enough time to move to your position. Hit the shutter button and enjoy watching the gimbal move around, capturing a 360 panorama. This works for both indoors and outdoors. Now it's done, let's have a look. You can move it around and save the view as a standard photo or panoramic photo. You can also change aspect ratio and even animate. If you want to take 360 panorama in UHD, you need to remove the phone and attach the clamp this way, and just repeat the same process. For those who would like to retain the full resolution of original photos before they get stitched and edited in post, there is an option in the settings to save unstitched PANO photos. Did you know that you can enable GPS settings that let you record location information of the shots? Simply go to Settings. GPS is located right at the top under Basic Settings. Let's turn the GPS on. There are 2 more cool things that Insta360 Flow 2 Pro can do, but other gimbals can't. Let's go to Homepage, hit Edit, and stay in Shot Lab. The first one is AI Warp Animation. Simply choose one of the clips you filmed, select a 2 to 4 seconds of the clip, choose if you want to create the effect on the whole area or just custom. Custom lets you only select the subject with brush. Then select the style of the animation. Before you hit Make AI Video, you can check if you like the result in preview. If you want to try something else, just hit the X to get back and then choose another style. Here's what I chose. This is the final clip. The second cool effect you can try is called an electric surge in the Shot Lab as well. Simply film a clip of a person, select that clip, long press a human target to start tracking. Once it is all done, this is what you get. Do you have a larger phone or heavier phone, such as this one, or are you going to be using heavier accessories, such as filters or add-on lenses? There is one setting you might not know about. Let's hit the gimbal icon, scroll down to Other, where you will find motor strength setting. To avoid the motors overheating and optimize gimbal stabilization with a heavier load, you can change the motor strength to high. The only downfall is that the battery will be drained a bit faster, so keep that in mind. I like to use gestures to control the camera whenever I can. Insta360 has 3. Here is where you can enable them. The peace sign is for taking a photo or start recording. Palm gesture will enable single person tracking plus shooting as well. The last gesture is for multi-person tracking plus shooting. Speaking of tracking, let's explain all options and settings when it comes to tracking. When you enable tracking with rear cameras, you will see additional options that will make tracking even better. If the gimbal is stationary on a tripod, you can enable Tracking Plus. When you're tracking a subject in motion or fast sport, enable Active Zoom Tracking that will track your subject in up to 15 times zoom. Pro Framing Grid is the last option. Tap on any of these squares to reframe the shot for custom position tracking. When you film yourself with a selfie camera, you will also get Tracking Plus and Pro Framing Grid options. Whenever you switch between front and rear camera by pressing this button once, tracking will automatically start when you select selfie camera. If this bothers you, and you just want to switch without being tracked, hit the gimbal icon, scroll to tracking function, and disable front cam auto tracking. There are 2 hidden features you might miss. The top part of the wheel has a button. 2 specific presses enable continuous 360-degree pan and a barrel roll shot. If you press shortly and lightly, you will enable pan movement. If you press harder once, but only slightly longer, you will enable barrel roll. This is not all you are going to get. You can select the direction and speed of both moves in the gimbal settings. Let's hit the gimbal and scroll down to creative photography. Here is where you can choose between slow, medium, and fast speeds, and clockwise or counterclockwise direction for both shots. And barrel roll controls are below. Did you know that you can use another smartphone as a remote to control the gimbal? It's simple to enable this. Tap on the remote, scan the QR code, and just like that, this page opens up with live view where you can control gimbal moves in 4 modes: photo mode, video mode, slow motion, and widescreen recording. You can also switch between portrait and landscape mode, control zoom, switch between front and rear camera, and even access the gallery. This is quite useful as you don't have to run back and forth to make changes directly on the gimbal. If you already own Insta360 Flow 2 Pro, I hope this video helped you to get to know your gimbal even more. For those who are interested in getting one, here is an offer from Insta360. Get the Insta360 Flow 2 Pro, the perfect gimbal for your flagship smartphone. The first 10 orders will get up to 30% off, as well as free MagSafe phone mount. Don't miss out the biggest discount of the season to upgrade your gear in 2026. Give it a thumbs up if you liked this video and don't forget to subscribe for more. Meanwhile, I'll see you in one of those videos next. Ciao, ahoy!